Hey everyone, welcome to your practice. Today we're going to do a 10-minute mobility session. So we'll do some active range of motion, a little bit of fascia stretching, and some core. It'll take about 10 minutes, and most of our movement will be based out of a all fours or quadruped or tabletop position, but we'll kind of experiment from there. So get started in all fours, stacking your hips over your knees and your shoulders over your wrists. Nice long line on the back of the neck. The heart is tugging forward slightly, and then we're wrapping our triceps back a little bit. Your toes can be tucked or untucked either way. And first we're going to start out with some spinal cars. So it's kind of like cat-cow, but we're going to move really, really slowly and try to do one segment of our spine at a time. So let's start in our cow position, dropping your belly and lifting your tailbone up to the sky. And then from here, you can close your eyes if it helps you picture moving each segment. You're going to tuck your tailbone under and then round through the low back, the mid back, the upper back, pressing your shoulder blades forward or protracting them. And then eventually you can round through the back of the neck and then tuck the chin in. And then untuck your tailbone, lifting it up towards the sky, dipping through the low back, mid back, upper back, and then finally unfurling through the back of the neck and lifting your chin. We'll move the other direction. Tuck your chin, round through the back of the neck, the upper spine. Pretend someone had a magnet above you and was kind of just drawing it down your spine one segment at a time, rounding through the back body. All the way down until you tuck your tailbone. And then starting at the top again, lift your chin up, dip through the neck, the upper back, mid back, and then eventually the low back, and our tailbone untucks. So if you need to pause the video and give yourself plenty of time to work through that, there's no rush. The slower you go and the more control you have, the better. Just something to work on. So we're gonna end it there, but if you wanna pause the video and do one more of each, that would be great. Now tuck your toes on this next movement. Splay your fingers out a little bit wider so you have a nice base of support. And then we're gonna sink through the back of the heart, so our shoulder blades are retracting. So these are our shoulder blades, they're gonna come together on the back body. From here, press through your palms, round through the back body, so the heart is now pressing up to the sky. Those shoulder blades are protracting or separating. And then on an exhale, tuck your toes, hover your knees from the mat. Hug your low belly in. So knees are just hovering an inch or so. Front of the core is turning on, and we're still pushing through the palms to really dome through the back of the heart. Good. Inhale, drop your knees. Sink through the upper back. Shoulder blades are moving together. Exhale, push through your palms and through your toes. Round through the rib cage, and then hover your knees off the mat. Use your exhale, your S breaths, if you need, to feel more of that lower core turn on. Inhale, we retract and lower knees. Exhale, protract and hover your knees. 2 more with your own breath. Good. Finish up where you are, and then meet me in a nice neutral position in your all fours. Now, left hand, right hand, and left knee stayed glued exactly where they are, and keep your left hip stacked over your left knee. We're gonna take a hip car, so we're just gonna circle out the right leg. So to start, press your heel up to the sky. Feel that lengthening through the front of the right hip. Now, rotate so that your right knee points out to the right side. Everything else stays still through your spine. Eventually, right knee coming towards right elbow and hugging in towards your body. using your hip flexors, front of the core, and then right knee matches your left side. We'll move in the opposite direction, right knee forward, out towards your right elbow, eventually circling it to the back of the mat so that your right heel is pressing up to the sky, then lower back down. Slow and controlled, do one more circle on your right leg. Good. All right, shift your weight into your right side. We're gonna switch it out for the left side. So stack your right hip over your right knee, press down through your palms. Everything there stays glued where it is. We start with pressing left heel up towards the sky. Now draw your left pinky out towards the side, and then the left knee comes out to the side into external rotation, circling around towards the left elbow, hugging in towards the body. And then eventually left knee meets right knee. Switch the direction, left knee forward, out towards the left elbow, and then even further out to the side. And then once you can't go anymore, turn your foot up to the sky, finding internal rotation. So you're pressing that heel up to the sky, and then lowering left knee down towards right. We'll do one more on this leg in each direction. Perfect. Eventually land with both knees on the mat and your left hand planted. Extend your right hand forward. Your thumb is pointing up to the sky. Your bicep is framing your right ear. We're really active through the shoulder here. Now circle your right arm out to the right side and then internally rotate. So turn your right thumb down as you come and sweep that hand, the back of the hand, towards the back of the body. You can bend your right elbow and bring the back of the palm as high up on your back as you can. Good. Re-extend your elbow. Still an internal rotation, and then once you can't go any further, turn your thumb up to the sky. Bringing that right hand towards the front of the mat, and then bend your elbow again so that your palm of your right hand is on the back of your head. From here, extend your left leg out to the left side. Good. Inhale, press through your left palm and twist up to the right. You might not get super far, totally fine. Exhale, right elbow threads underneath your left arm towards your left knee. 3 times. Inhale, twist open to the right. Exhale, sink back into your hips a little bit as you thread the needle and twist right elbow underneath left armpit. So you might feel a nice stretch on the left inner thigh here. One more time. Inhale to open. Exhale, twist under. Good. Release your hands towards your left big toe, and we're going to take some pulses. So you might tent up onto the left fingertips, and then the right palm will be down, and we're going to kind of pulse into our right lat. So you might feel a nice stretch down the whole right side of the body here, especially through the rib cage and the shoulder girdle and the armpit. Take about 10 more. Good, and then walk your hands so that they're extending out to the right of your right hip. Plant down through your right palm, press your hips forward, and extend your left arm overhead. So we're in a modified side plank, looks like this. Breathe in here, and breathe out. Hand circle over to the left side again. Tuck your right toes and sit your hips onto your right heel. Inhale, open to the right, plant your right hand, drive your hips forward. Exhale, hand circle to the left, sit your right hip bone back. One more time, inhale, modified side plank. Link through the left side of the body. Exhale, over to the left again. Good, walk your hands back onto your mat in our starting position. Extend your left heel back and then tuck your left knee behind your right, finding kind of a Gomukhasana leg. And then bring your feet out to the side and sit your hips back so you're in like a child's pose, but your right knee is crossed on top of your left. 3 breaths into the back of the hip space. Good, we come back through center. 2 hands, 2 feet, 2 knees, and we'll do that little sequence on the left side. So first, extend your left fingertips forward, thumb is pointing up to the sky. Everything stays super stable here, so you can use your right hand to really ground down. You could also hug something in between your knees if that helps keep your pelvis stable. From here, move your left hand out to the left side, circling it back, eventually turning your left thumb down into internal rotation. Bend your elbow and bring the back of the left hand all the way up your spine as high as you can. Straighten your elbow back out. Move your left hand towards the top of the mat again, externally rotating, so turning the thumb up towards the sky, and then bend your elbow, placing your palm on the back of your skull. Extend your right leg out to the right side. Breathe in to twist open to the left. And again, you might not make it as far as we're used to when we do our thread the needle, because we have a few more things in place that are keeping our pelvis stable especially. And it's a lot more of an active mobility drill. So inhale, twist open to the left. Exhale, thread the needle, left elbow underneath right armpit towards the right knee. And you can sink back onto your left heel a little bit. Inhale to twist open. Exhale, thread the needle. Breathe in, twist to the left. And breathe out, twist to the right. Good, walk your hands towards your right big toe. Tent up onto the right fingertips, but keep your left palm flat. And we're gonna take those pulses. So really sinking the left armpit and lat down towards the mat. Nice fascia stretch along the left side of the body. Let's do about 8 more. Good, extend your left hand out from the left hip, modified side plank. Drive your hips forward, reach your right arm overhead, big stretch along the right side of the body. Exhale, sit your left hip to your left heel, walk your hands over to the right. 2 more with your breath. Modified side plank, breathe in. Exhale, side stretch. Also a nice sensation for the bottom of the foot. 1 more round. Good, hands plant in their starting position. Extend your right heel back and then tuck your right knee behind your left. Open your feet out to the side and sink your hips back into your child's pose with crossed legs. 3 breaths here. All right, make your way back to your tabletop. Even hands, or even weight in both hands. Close your eyes and take just 2 more breaths to kind of feel this nice stability in your body. Opening up through the rib cage laterally on an in-breath. And exhale, let it go. All right, hopefully you feel nice and mobilized through your whole body. We did some shoulders, hips, core, spine, inner thighs, bottom of the feet. Hopefully a nice routine if you are doing this before a workout or just first thing in the morning to get everything going. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.